Hey guys, how you doing? This is Manga etc. and I'm here today to bring the review for My Hero Academia Manga chapter 420. So now, as someone who's not invested in, I was going to say not really, but I'm not invested in it at all, and I'm talking about the Kurigiri story, like, his involvement within the series, it really just felt like a waste of time flashback into find out how a razor head, sorry, got to the point that he is at currently. Well, currently prior to the last chapter. So it was really just like a waste of time. Like, oh my gosh, why are we going through this? Why don't we just stick into present day where the action is and having some action and just finally wrapping up the series. Finally wrapping up this final conflict. No. No, we don't get that at all. I guess I would have been more forgiving of it if it didn't take up so much time on the chapter. But we spent like 50% to 2/3 of this chapter, just going back over just how they got to that point. And like I said, because I'm not a fan of Kurigiri and his story just seems pretty much pointless to me. Another thing that I saw pointless about this chapter really was, okay, cool. Deku now has his arms back, and we learn how he gets his arms back. Obviously, Eri. Eri has stored up enough power in her quirk to have a 2 to 3 minute window of restoration of a rebound effect, whatever. And she does break off her horn, give it to a Razorhead so this can be achieved. And now it is mentioned that this may result in Eri not being able to use her quirk again, but what do you do for that? Because we're really at the end of the series. So post series, I'm seeing that a world of peace and love and harmony. So I don't think Eri Chan would be needed again previously, and I feel like I said it previously when Eri first appeared up. I was like, oh my gosh, they're gonna use her to kind of just undo the or just basically undo anything that is done. And granted, it's only to give back Deku his arms, and it could have been so much worse. It could have been a rewind where he gets all of his quirks back, so to say. But I knew she was going to be used in this fashion. But I feel like when you felt that she's going to be used in this fashion previously, and then to hear it stated that no, your powers are not fully back yet, you won't be able to use them. To only for them to use her in this chapter feels like a bit of a retcon, and it just makes it feel like what was the point of Deku losing his arms at all? We didn't even see him fight without them, so that there was literally no point of him losing his arms at all. But I guess it is what it is. And then just to wrap up the chapter, we saw a few of his friends last chapter reappear ready for this final fight, and now it's looking like we've got most, if not all, of the rest of his class there by his side ready for this final fight. And now I said it previously, his class one, they have no business in this fight, and two, they shouldn't be of any help anyway in this fight. But it seems like we are going the route of Class A is going to be the ones and one final hurrah to take out one for all for one, once and for all. All for one, once and for all. But that seems to be the route that we're going. So to sum things up, because of what we was focusing on, I feel that this chapter has a pacing issue, not very entertaining, and I really just wish they would stick to the fight at hand, the main event, so we can have some at least entertaining chapters and possibly round up this series sooner rather than later. So it's for those reasons I'm going to give it a 2-star rating, and that goes, guys. I'm asking for your thoughts and opinions. If you have, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. But most importantly, take care. Have a nice day.